is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Remember that first year of marriage, if you had to go to the bathroom? Oh, dear Lord. Shut the door, lock it, turn the faucets on, turn the shower on, because God forbid they knew you were going poop. 21 years later, that bathroom door's wide open. You're screaming, "Bring the camera!" It's alive! My wife still won't shut the door when she's going pee. That just bugs the hell out of me. I've seen her naked. I've seen her give birth to my 2 kids, but she will not shut that bathroom door. I'm like, "Baby, please shut the bathroom door." And she goes, "Why does it bother you?" And I go, you want to know why? Because you look so helpless. Guys, we're peeing. We're hanging on to something. We're doing something. You women go pee. It looks like you're waiting on a bus. It's just... Get a Game Boy or something, man. See, and there's another difference. Woman walks in the bathroom on a man. If he's standing up, she knows what he's doing. If he's sitting down, she knows what he's doing. Fella walks in the bathroom on a woman, she's sitting down. We don't know what you're doing. And you don't want to walk into that invisible wall, do you, fellas? Yeah. You know, like, "Hey, baby, oh! My mouth's watering a little bit. I'll be all right. Hang on. Hell, first year of our marriage, I didn't think my wife pooped. 21 years later, buddy, she learned how. Fellas, you remember that first year of marriage when your new bride was do laundry for the first time and you freaked out because you thought you might have dirty underwear, so you just threw them away? 21 years later, you just open to hear her scream, "Oh my God! Did you hit a deer?" That is my favorite joke. Only because I don't care what city I'm in. I do that joke, I see some woman do this.
Peter, where have you been? You left for the market 6 hours ago. Did you get the beans?
Lois, I got something better. You know how you always wanted a real diamond engagement ring?
Oh my God!
That's right, I bought a horse.
You bought a horse? Why the hell did... I didn't even give you that much money.
I've known you all these years and now I'm afraid. I used to laugh at you and now, well, I ain't. A human cash machine, a prophet of doom. You look like a tangerine, had sex with a broom. So you wanna be the president? Even though on a windy day you need to glue down your fringe. How'd you get so orange? And when you give an interview, then you always seem to try and use the word tremendous. Stick to The Apprentice. Obama don't like you and he likes everyone. I still don't know why you said you're gonna run. I've seen you all over the news as you call everybody losers. How the did you make me like Ted Cruz? 'Cause if you like the way you sound that much, Donald, you should go and Trump yourself. And if you think that I'll be voting for you, Donald, you should go and Trump yourself. You said a lot of stupid things about race, but it's just you who's got the wrong colored face. You make up lies and then you claim it's the truth. And your little cheerleaders look like Hitler Youth. say you're gonna build a wall, and you're gonna get Mexican rapists and drug dealers to pay, who paid for your toupee. Hate women and disabled too. And is there any ethnic group your insults ain't been aimed at? Bet your mom's ashamed that Obama don't like you and he likes everyone. And you got a low IQ and can't admit you're wrong. You think you'll make the country stronger. You're a crazy old warmonger, and you look like you work for Willy Wonka. If you like the way you sound that much, Donald, you should go and Trump yourself. And if you think that I'll be voting for you, Donald, you should go and Trump yourself.
Are you a big fat bastard who loves eating at Outback Steakhouse but thinks the portions are too small? Well, good news, fat ass, because now there's the Outback Steakhouse Extreme. We don't have a bloomin' onion, we have a bloomin' pumpkin. You know what else we got? Elephant steaks, 50-pound elephant steaks. And why don't you wash it down with 40 ounces of malt liquor and ranch dressing, you fat fuck? Outback Steakhouse Extreme. Punish your toilet.
Who hides your eggs and leaves you the sweetest treats. But it's 2018, so I have to be mean, 'cause it's April Fool's, you teats. So with big long ears and my little pink nose, I'll be hopping down your streets. But the only thing I ask for is a little privacy.
Don't fucking look at me!
This is gonna be fun. Kristen gets nachos, Mark gets twine, silly Angie gets a parking fine. Corey puts it on his skin,
Or he gets the hose again.
Chell gets a purple bovine. That's because you're all on the naughty list. No, you're not cool with me. Just kidding. Just as long as you give me a little privacy.
Oh, you want a hug? Come here. I'll hug you with my fucking teeth!
I'll color your candies with crushed up bugs, although that's not really far from the truth. And you know you want some chocolate from the Easter Bunny.
Here's a big fat chocolate Easter bunny poop.
You know it's April Fool's, so just play it cool and don't take it over your head. Because if you do, then I'll make you
motherfucking dead. I'm gonna rip out your fucking eyes and pull them out your fart box, you fuck!
I hope you have a great time on Easter Day this year. April Fool's is pretty cool. To that I'll drink a beer. So cheers to jokes and angry folks. I hope you have a blast. So have a happy holiday and kiss my furry ass. Yes, have a happy holiday.
This is the only fucking day I have fun.
Yes, have a happy holiday.
I'm gonna shit on fucking everything.
Yes, have a happy holiday and kiss my furry.
You motherfucker!
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Fuck you! Fly too high, get to see the light.
Why do I got an echo? I got an echo.
You got a lot of echo.
Echo.
You're gonna sound like Glenn.
Hold on. Philip, check your end, man. When I went ahead and muted you, it went away. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The problem is the echo's coming on your end. I'm hearing myself too.
I don't know what to tell you, son.
Hang on. Let's try that. Test 1, 2. All right, cool. Never mind, we got it. I don't know what happened, but we did it.
So ghostly anymore.
Oh, shut up.
Fuck you.
No, I can go ahead. There's this thing called, it says, banned from studio.
No balls. No balls.
Go ahead. I'm not doing that. I need her more than anything right now tonight. I mean, I really do.
He got you. I got you mostly. He's 5 stops away.
You're fine, man. You're fine. Yeah, Phil. Once my bits usually end around 9 after, 10 after. You know, if I knew you were going to be on, man, don't worry. I'll go ahead and I'll pump it up another minute. Nobody's going to miss it.
Right.
So. Got it.
What's going on, everybody? It is a Friday. It is a Good Friday, actually. Not good if you're my throat, but still, it's good.
Sounded kind of husky.
Yeah, a little bit. Got a bag full of these right here I've been sucking down. Imagine the sugar content in this motherfucker. What the hell is that? It looks like chewing tobacco.
That's what you need, man. That'll put lead in your pencil right there.
I don't need lead in my pencil. Unleaded, please.
Wait a minute, Jenny.
Put cancer in your cheek.
You're going to say, ooh. We live in a society where people say this is gross, but yet they'll lick buttholes, all right? I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Dude, you guys
can wash
walk
your
around
butthole.
with freaking cups and spit all over the freaking place. Pee. You spit everywhere. You leave these funky little cups, and they're all nasty, and children pick them up and drink them, and it's mayhem. It's
you got it all wrong. I'm a classy bitch. I swallow.
Oh!
Welcome to the show.
You're just trying to cancerize your whole body.
No, listen, I don't care. It's all good. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Friday, April 15, 2022. We are live. Whatever capacity this show takes, so be it. Just leave us alone. If you want to call in to help the show, you know the number, 813-699-5353. We have Jenny, who's wearing the bunny ears because she's the bunny, and not because she reproduces a lot. It's because she humps a lot. That's the other reason.
What?
Nothing.
I mean, Matt is rather talented.
We're not talking about Matt. We're talking about you.
Fuck you. I'm a one guy woman, so
we got the redneck Fred Norris down there, Philip Buchanan, Blackman. Excuse me. How you doing, man?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be twins. Blackman. It's right here on my shirt. Blackman.
That's what I said.
You called me Buchanan.
No, you said man.
It was supposed to be man.
You did man instead of mon.
Yeah, mon. Yeah, that's right. I was calling him a man.
Like, think of a bon.
I thought he would like that. I thought he'd like calling him a man.
No emphasis. No emphasis. Blackman. That's, cut and dried.
I'm going to call you. I'm just going to call you Phil.
Philip.
Groundhog Day comes. Hey, Phil. How you doing? You see
you better add the lip to it if you're going to say my name, or you ain't getting a response.
I hear you.
The lip? Yeah, the lip.
Oh, my God. So how's your week been, man? You've been, you've been doing the same shit that I've been doing, so how long has yours been lasting? You said it was like a month or some shit?
Yeah. I'm on week 6, and, I was lucky, man. I reached out to the VA, the Veterans Affairs, told my issue, and they said, we'll get a nebulizer to you, and they sent it. I just now got it today. So
6 weeks ago, and then you got it today.
Yeah. Hey,
nice.
Well, at least they're quick.
Oh, y'all not have medical supply stores where you are?
Yeah, but the VA requires, especially down here, they require that you get. I told them the same thing. Yeah. So just put in a script, and I'll go pick it up. And they, no, we'll ship it to you.
Yeah,
6 weeks later, but
yeah, we'll take care of you. But you may not get it for a while.
Yeah, I'm good. I had to dip out on your last show. I got sick on this show, so I excused myself real quick. And but man, I'm sorry to hear that you're having the time that you are. Man,
It's not like I'm lying on my deathbed or anything. I'm still up moving around, doing dishes and stuff like that. Obviously,
the way you were talking, you mean it sounded like there was 1 foot in the grave there, buddy boy.
It sounded like it, right? No, it was bad. I mean, so I did spend all of Tuesday in bed. Wednesday, I think it got its worst as it was, but physically, like, I was able to move. I went ahead and tested myself for COVID twice. Both times came back negative, so it's like, all right, it ain't COVID.
Flu.
It's whatever it is. It's not contagious because my wife doesn't have it.
Well, here I don't. All right, so I'm gonna. I don't know what
That's
the
not how you tell if something's contagious, sweetheart.
I don't know what the medicine's like in Florida or up there in Boston, but I know down here. I actually called my doctor. I was like, hey, I've got a low grade fever. It's like 100.3. I can't breathe. I'm coughing stuff up. I
in
just
what world is 103? 103?
100.3. Excuse me.
Oh, 0.3. I was going to say
103. You're dying.
I told him I said I have a low grade fever. I have a low grade fever. I don't have the strength to cough it up. It's in my upper chest. I need some help. And they's like, well, you can't come into the office. I'm like, well, I need some antibiotics. I need a shot. I need something. And man, I'd never seen that. There wasn't a doctor anywhere in Southeast Texas who would see me with the symptoms that I had. And I told them I'd taken 3 COVID tests, all negative. Man, COVID has definitely ruined it for a lot of people, because our healthcare suffers now.
Well, yeah, it kind of sucks, really. It really does. I mean, everything you hear, if you're hearing me coughing in the store, I'm afraid I'm going to get looked at. Like, yeah, I'm staying the fuck away from him. He's got the COVID. It's like, no, I don't. I really don't.
Well, it was only when I got sick that I started really wearing a mask because, I didn't want to give this away to anybody. I didn't leave ever my house, but man, I did everything I could to protect myself and everyone around me. So it just turned out to be bronchitis for me. 6 weeks of bronchitis.
Well, see, and I wonder if that's what it is for me too, but I don't know.
Is it in your upper chest?
It's not even my chest. It's just the throat, the nasal drip.
So above your heart, right?
He's got like a sinus infection, I think.
Yeah, let's put it this way. This is like my first box of tissues, but I started them yesterday and they're almost out.
Aww.
Yeah. See, I thought you was a true Southerner, snot rocket, and that takes care of it.
Aw, man.
Oh, man. That's not sick.
That's sick.
That's true advice right there.
That's disgusting.
Well, it could be, but you know what? That's the world we live in. Disgusting worlds.
God, don't spray it.
No, I'm not going to spray it.
Touch it to yourself.
Listen, if it can help me get rid of whatever the hell I got in my nose, fine. That's all I ask of.
Snot rocket?
Yeah.
How is that going to help you?
I don't know, but maybe if it did, I'll take it.
Do you know what it is?
No, I think it's a rocket you shove up your nose or something.
No,
it's when you just
plug that
out.
nostril.
Oh, I haven't tried that. Hold on a second. You know what? That might be what it is. Hold on a second. Let me try that.
Give it a try. I'm telling you, it'll open you right up. You don't have to.
God, y'all are nasty. I'm not looking.
He's doing it into a garbage can.
Get it out. Yeah.
Something about loogies and that shit has always grossed me out. I can hold a severed body part, but loogies and
I'm telling you.
How do I sound now?
that was the only thing that worked for me, man.
I think it did the reverse.
Hey, Matt. Good to see you, buddy.
Matt. Hey, Matt. What's going on? Just a quick hello before I'm back on the air. Excuse me. But, yeah, Matt always does that especially for Friday, because he's going to get back on the air. He's going to go ahead and play some tracked song. Anyway, he has no show.
Retro Spectrum Radio.
Yeah, that thing, the Retro Spectrum Radio, which we all love, with DJ Paulie C. The C stands for contagious, so make sure we listen to him on WMNH. So happy Friday, everybody! It is Good Friday, which a lot of religious nut jobs will go ahead and praise the Lord. Hallelujah! He is risen.
The thing that I don't get
today.
The thing that I don't get is I go into a store twice. The cashier has wished me a happy Easter. But on Christmas, they're going to say happy holidays.
That's right.
Why?
That's right. I get it.
And this year, today is like Ramadan, Passover. Yeah. Like all the Abrahamic religions have a holiday today. Everybody's got one today. It would make more sense to reverse it.
Yeah, no shit. Like, right? Come on now.
Merry Christmas.
But, you know, they say Merry Christmas. It's like committing a sin.
How dare you? Merry Christmas. We don't know that term. That's satanic speak over there.
Oh, no. Everybody says Happy Holidays.
Yeah. I'm going to sue. You said Merry Christmas.
Most people around here say whatever they feel like.
Well, it's good. That's what they should. You know what? I don't care if you say Happy Holidays. But as long as you don't say Happy Holidays out of fear of being persecuted by somebody else.
The thing is, if someone said to me Happy Hanukkah, I wouldn't feel offended by it.
Right. Because that is a holiday. I just don't
celebrate it, but I wouldn't be offended by it.
No.
So why are people all up in arms about people saying Merry Christmas?
Yeah. Because it's become chic to be offended by everything. That's why, ma'am. You know, it's a brilliant point, but everyone has to be offended or outraged, or they're just not having a good day.
Just like you see Philip with his microphone, and you see the grenade down there. If Crazy Joe was watching right now, he'd be threatened that you'd be blowing up his house. Just saying.
You know why I have this? You know, because I've had a lot of people ask. I was a bomb tech in the Army. My job was to defuse bombs. And one of our other specialties is to inert them, to remove the explosives. So, I mean, this is just kind of a homage to me as a veteran and, you know,
very
part of my job.
Oh, I thought it was kind of like, listen, it was a fail-safe. Like if somebody, you know, raided your house, you just pull the needle and run.
No, actually,
pull the needle.
I've got.
I didn't mean like that. Did you wascally wabbit?
No, hey, if someone breaks into my house, I've got something for that. Check this out.
Oh, I gotta see this. All right, there's Philip going in the background. Holy shit! He's got a bazooka.
It's an RPG.
RPG. Now, again, if you're watching this is not a threat to anybody.
It's a role-playing game.
No. Yeah, role-playing game, yeah. You play a role-playing game with that motherfucker right there, that's going to scare the fear out of anybody.
Close your eyes,
if people come to my house, they're not going to see guns everywhere. They're going to see stuff like this because they're all collectors. I mean, the launcher itself is real. But for me, that was something that I pulled off the battlefield in Mosul, Iraq. So I brought it back as a training aid, and of course the warhead at the end it's inert. There's no explosives. There's no harm to anyone. So before you call Homeland Security on me, these are all just training aids.
Yep, there is Matt right there. I saw a gun. Crazy Joe's going to be super mad. Now, of course, obviously, Matt doesn't refer to Crazy Joe as Crazy Joe anymore. It's now the jealous one for FM standards.
Jealous.
Yeah, he's
so terribly jealous, especially Mikey.
You know,
I don't blame him. Mikey's got a lot going on that me would be envious of.
Apparently, as I was up north, I was, you know, I missed a lot. It's like DVR with him. I have to go ahead and catch up and, you know, and make sure I catch up on all the episodes. And apparently, he says all this shit about, well, not even shit about Billy anymore. Now it's Matt. Now he's turned his obsession to Matt, or back onto Matt, I should say. And now it's like he praised me. It's like, you know, Charles Richardson, I give him credit. He actually came to New York, my old town, and he actually saw what it's like in New York. I'm thinking, I just passed through Times Square. Do you realize what a facade that is? What a tourist trap that Times Square is? Yeah, I mean,
a lot of us have been to New York. That doesn't mean you know how to live there.
Well, what was that again, Jenny? New York?
No, I'm not.
She said New York.
New York?
New York. Like Cosmic Ray.
You Nork. Did you Nork? Hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and Nork into this garbage can again. You Nork?
No, you got to do like Schnork.
No, you Nork.
If you go to way back land, you got to from Carol Burnett days.
See, I can see that Jenny doing that to Matt when he gets home. Hey, Matt, are you ready to you Nork tonight?
Do you want to Nork?
Do you want to Nork me?
Oh God, I don't think I can pull that off with a straight face.
Oh Yeah, he's not on the air. Yeah, he's probably still listening.
Jeez, if I start showing off my knives, he'll call the ATF on me. I used to have quite a gun collection.
Let me get you on full screen. Right now, you have some deadly rabbit ears, so that could be caused as a weapon. I mean,
I didn't have any rabbit ears, so I went with mouse.
I don't have my knives all around me now.
You went with the mini ears tonight, places. Huh? Well, that's all you have is mini ears.
Well, I have some. I do have a set of Easter ones, but they're up there, and I see that the bow is coming undone currently, so I'll have to fix them.
No, I think it's the way it was.
That one?
Yeah, hold on.
I wore these ones last year, and now I'm wearing them this year.
Is coming undone there on that one.
Which one?
Is that a work?
The black one with the eggs, yeah. I mean, I can fix it, but...
It's a little bit undone. I mean,
is that a work sharp you got there?
Oh, no. I figured if people get upset about guns, then, hey, here's a gun. You know, I mean, this is we'll bring out our firearms on.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second, Tim Allen. What are you doing with that thing?
Work Sharp's got this awesome belt system that you can do your knives on to sharpen them, but you can even make a knife if you want to. Really cool.
I do have one of those, by the way.
Ken Onion version?
So there's the...
You didn't hear me.
No. What would you say?
What was your question?
Was it the Ken Onion version that you have?
No.
I do. No. You don't like Ken Onion knives? Come on.
Hey, I love knives, period. I don't care who makes it. As long as it holds a blade, I'm good. As long as it holds an edge,
There you go.
As long as it holds a blade.
Easy. As long as it holds an edge. I had to correct myself. Calm down.
So there's the Easter version of the... Now, again, these are ears that she's made. Alyssa's made.
Not the ones I was wearing before, but these ones I'm wearing now.
These ones that she's made these ears. I mean,
very cool.
Compare here. Hold these up to in front of you, and look how similar
those are neat looking.
Those ears. Those ears that she's holding. Those ears that she's holding are store bought, but the ones she made, I'm just telling you, it's like how accurate it is to actually real ears. That's what she does.
That's really cool.
That's really
I know you guys have a much love for the Disney.
Yes,
much love for the Disney. We don't care how much they charge us. We just keep paying it. Unfortunately. Until we're bankrupt, that's how it goes. We will never, ever have annual passes to any place else ever because they take all of our money anyway. So, anywho, 813-699-5353. Guys, I'm going to really need your help today, and all for more than one reason, too, because we're actually going to go ahead and play Easter Jeopardy on the show. We have a Jeopardy lab that I went ahead and took the time to go ahead and set up. So we actually have Jeopardy Labs up there now. Jenny and Philip and Alyssa should have received an incoming group message.
I did.
Labeled Easter Jeopardy game.
Nope, I got one.
So
I did not.
You did not.
Nope.
How dare you?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Check it again, because
when you set it up, see?
Oh, there it is.
You got it? Okay. There you go. Now I see. So, what that's going to be is basically how we're going to submit our answers. The first person to type in their answer and get it in, the correct answer, will go ahead. Now, obviously, we're not going to know the correct answer until I go ahead and hit a button. So, everybody submit your answer. And the first person that actually typed in the correct answer will get the points. It's not going to be like before where you all give an answer and everybody gets the points. If you got it's like if all three of you got the correct answer, no, you don't all three get the points. Whoever typed in first. Okay. So you all get a chance to answer, but the first person who got it in correctly gets the points. Okay, everybody understand how that works?
Yep.
No. So, no? Okay, well, you'll learn. We'll figure it out. So, let me go ahead and show you what we have here. So, we have, and this is coming up later, not too far later, but we have Easter eggs, Easter flowers, Easter candy, and Easter fun facts. And
I'm going to suck.
Yeah, we're all going to suck, trust me. Now, the one person who's not going to be in here, because I had to put myself in there just in case, was me. But Philly Boy is going to take my spot, and I'm going to be just general host. So we have
truck's right there. It hasn't pulled quite up yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, go fetch the delivery there, DJ boy.
Yeah.
The truck's like 2 houses over. It hasn't pulled quite front up yet.
Jenny is going ahead and giving us some updates on the Amazon truck.
Okay. If you can even just throw it inside the locked door, that would be cool. Oh, shit. Something's up. Now there's 2 Amazon trucks.
Uh-oh.
One pulling up in front of the other. Didn't I mute my mic?
No, you did not. Because we were hearing all the Amazon drama going on.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It always cracks me up how the Amazon logo looks like a dick. You know, I never understood. I never understood that. You know,
see, Jenny, there is a button on the microphone. It's called a mute.
I did just find it, and I apologize profusely for realizing that I screwed up.
Okay. And that for people that don't see me or are not watching the Facebook or YouTube video, I'm shaking my head, furiously. It's like, really? Is mute button? Mute button stops the audio communication from said lips to device that picks up your sound. Like if I went ahead and muted my mic right now, I would not be able to hear what I'm saying until I unmuted my mic.
I goofed.
See, she said she goofed. And
but I know why I goofed now.
I know why you goofed, because you fucking forgot to hit the freaking mute button.
No, it's worse than that.
Oh, it's worse than that? You fucked up on your Amazon order, huh?
I didn't realize my external mic was actually slightly unplugged, so I was actually using the stupid computer mic.
That's why I thought your voice sounded so horrible.
Now the buttons are working and mute works now. I was using the wrong mic the whole time.
Oh, John?
You definitely sound better.
John says he wants to play. John, I think for this, you may want to be on the phone because, again, we're on a time delay. So when I read the question, you're probably, by the way, Rocky says he's the FBI listening. You may want to be on the phone with us, or I can send you the link to go ahead and tap in your video on the stream here. But either way, if you want to play, Rocky just asked if he can play. You're more than welcome to. But again, we're on a delay, so you may not be able to keep up unless you're either on the stream with me, Alyssa, Jenny, and Philip, or call in, can add you to the phone, and you can hear everything as it's being read off. If you just listen to us on the Facebook, or I'm starting to sound like Matt now, the Facebook. If you listen to us on Facebook or YouTube, or even on one of our dozen affiliates, you're going to be about 20 to 30 seconds behind, and you pretty much stand no chance at that point. So, Rocky, if you want to play, you're more than welcome. Just let me know if you want to join in on video, or just call in 813-699-5353. John, same with you. Call in, or if you want to go ahead on video, I'll send you the link as well. But yeah, I mean, all are welcome to play, and we'll probably start that right after our first break, which we're probably going to take a little earlier, maybe even more than one break today because of the vocal situation that I have. Okay, don't phone. Okay, John says he's out. He doesn't have his phone. Okay, so John's not playing. He doesn't have his phone with him, so he'll just watch. Rocky, you're up there. If you want to go ahead and play, just let me know. If you're wanting to go ahead, I can send you the link, or you can call in, one of the two. So anywho, again, the questions that we're going to have, and there are 5 categories: Easter, which is general Easter eggs, Easter flowers, Easter candy, and Easter fun facts. This is, again, made by man or woman, so we don't know how accurate or what kind of questions these are, to be honest with you. I did not proofread these. So, yeah, fun. We can do lots of fun on here. So, anyway, so what I'm going to do is we'll do this after our first break, okay? And that break should be coming up probably in about 5 minutes. But in the meantime, we had a few things we were talking about on the topic page here. Now, one of them wanted to let you know, since Britney Spears has been relieved of her conservationship. Is that how you say conservationship? Conservatorship, excuse me. Well, apparently she didn't wait very long to go ahead and get nailed by somebody and now is impregnated. What? So she's ready to pop out her third kid, probably in about 7 to 8, 9 months now. She's going to pop out her third kid. Now, was this the type of situation that maybe Daddy didn't want to see his daughter get into? And
she's a grown adult.
Not according to that conservatorship thingy that she was under. She was being treated like a freaking teenager.
Well, even if she was still under the conservatorship, they can't prevent her from getting pregnant.
No, but they can prevent her from seeing people. And that's part of it, too.
I don't know about that.
Now, Jenny, it does help when you go ahead and press the mute button to unmute yourself, because I see lips flapping along and I don't hear anything.
Dude, Brat, the conservatorship took away her rights to make her own medical decisions. She was forced to have an IUD. And as many times as she said, I want this taken out of me, they refused.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's nasty and that's disgusting. And I really hate the way you presented that, because I don't think it's fair to her at all.
Well, see, the thing is this something that... let's put it this way. Now, she's been, really underground for all this time. So, obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out, a lot of stuff that... Do we still hold her in a sane category? I mean, I honestly think she was being taken advantage of.
Well, and
I don't... Look... I think it's irresponsible to, so she had her mental breakdown, some years back, and by all accounts, I mean, look, I don't know if you've ever been completely controlled by anybody, but that shit'll make you crazy.
Oh, I agree.
So I think it might be irresponsible to suggest that she may still be having mental health issues, because I mean, good Lord, the woman has went through a lot of treatment. She's went through a lot of hell, and I don't think that her getting pregnant. I don't think there's a there. I mean, this lady she's made it very clear that she wanted a relationship. She wanted to have expand her family, and her father was stopping all of it. So the fact that now that she's got her own position again,
yep,
and she's able to do this, I don't think this is spontaneous. I think this is planned and good for her.
Okay, Jenny, you mentioned about the IUD or the IOD, whatever it was, and
IUD, intrauterine device that prevents pregnancy.
Okay,
she was forced to have one. She requested to have it removed, and they refused, because under the conservatorship, she had no right to make any decisions for herself, not just financially, but medically. If they said, you're getting X treatment, she got X treatment. If they had to tie her down to do it, they tied her down to do it.
Ouch.
It was not her choice.
How is this
She had no rights, Jenny, and I love the fact that you bring that up, because she had no rights. And
exactly.
Women everywhere should have been pissed off at this, because, I mean... women, they've gone through a lot, and to have someone come in and and abortion's a completely different story, but it's kind of the same. I mean, they're removing a person's ability to make decisions for themselves, and she's an adult.
And that's something that governments in the past have disgustedly done to try and do population controls. There's been forced sterilization of people, especially people who had a mental health issue. They would force sterilization to prevent them from ever being able to have a child, even if they had something that was curable. Mental health issues don't mean that you can't be a good parent or that you can't get better.
Say that again, please. God damn it, say that again, because I do a show every Monday to mental health. Please say that again.
Mental health does not mean you cannot be a good parent. Period.
Amen.
I have CP Ptsd. Does not make me a bad mom. I have a brain injury that altered the way that my brain works.
Yep. What is CP Ptsd? What does that stand for? I've never heard of that.
Complex post-traumatic stress disorder occurs mostly in children who are in situations where there is prolonged abuses. It's not PTSD is a traumatic stress disorder that occurs because of an event. Something occurs in that event that affects you. With complex post-traumatic stress disorder, you may have been abused for weeks, months, years, and it alters the way your brain develops because as a child, you're stuck with your fight, flight, fear on at all times. It's always on. So it literally causes the brain to develop differently than a normal brain would.
So you're saying like all the dopamine inhibitors, the serotonin, all the things that happen.
All of that, yes. All of that is.
You're talking about instead of one event, it's just a series of events is what adds the complex in.
In my case, I was beaten every day for 13 years, just to put a plug on that. So for 13 years of my life, every day was scary. Every day was trauma. Every day was a traumatic event.
So let me ask you both this, actually all of you, real quickly, just a quick answer, maybe 30 seconds or less. But I think we're all happy with Brittany being released from this hell that she's been under. But at the point in time that she was put under, was there a valid reason to place her into that conservatorship? I'm still pronouncing it wrong, I know that, but you don't understand what I'm saying. Was there?
I don't think we can have enough information to make that choice. Just say that.
Agreed.
Did she need assistance at that time? Absolutely. But did she deserve to have all of her rights removed from her? I'm not prepared to say that.
That's kind of crazy to think.
I mean, I could see like a Baker Act or something like that, to where for a certain period of time they are watching over her and helping her out, but for it to be going on for this long, it's extreme.
Yeah, the extreme. I think, like you said, a Baker Act or something to that nature to kind of get her back into the right path. Maybe that could have been more of use, maybe a little bit a better circumstance, more humane approach, instead of like, well, you don't have any say whatsoever, and when it comes to your money, we have control of it, and you'll get a living allowance, so to speak, kind of like she was a teenager again. So
I think, kind of like what Jenny was saying, we don't know enough about the situation, but just based off our very public mental breakdown, and look, this is from someone who's who struggled with mental health, in his life, as before I joined the military and after, I can see how if doctors say, hey, yeah, she is a threat to herself, she's lost her reality. If that's the case, then yeah, right on. But as far as like your wife said, for it to be as long as it was, that's pretty horrible.
Yeah, they'll go on for as long as it has been. I think a lot of people were, a lot of people wanted her freed from this. There has been a Brittany rally for 2-3 years, going on because of all the ugliness just got out. And it's like, my word, it's like
she was finally able to kind of speak her mind a little bit in a way, because most people just really didn't realize what was going on.
And a lot of that has to do, and see, here's where I get a little stumped on, because, okay, she's released from this whole stranglehold that she had, that now she has freedom to make decisions in her life, and all of a sudden we see her pregnant. Now, if this was planned, or if this was something that she wanted to do and she's prepared for, I get it. But it kind of seems, just on the surface, and I'm sure there's a lot more deeper than I'm looking into, but on the surface, that just looks like, now she's off making these huge decisions.
Yeah, but if you go back and look, she's repeatedly said that she wanted to get married and to expand her family. That's something that she said numerous times.
Yep.
She wasn't allowed to.
So you think
now she's been allowed to? She's moving forward. I mean, we don't have forever to have kids.
No, it's true.
There's a finite period of time. And there's a period of time that maybe you don't want to have a big age gap between children. There are other things to be considered, and this is something she wanted to do for years.
And she's probably towards the end of childbearing years.
How old is she now?
I don't
she's
think
older
she's
than me.
I think she's like 43, 44 years old, or she's in her early 40s.
Which is a geriatric pregnancy as it is.
It's considered a high-risk pregnancy at that point.
She is 40 years old right now. She'll be 41 December 2nd. So
then now's the time, damn it. She's running out of time, man.
Yeah.
I'm 50 and I'm fully menopausal.
Yeah. So I get it. I mean, there's still people having babies in their 40s, but you're right.
But it is a higher risk.
It's very risky.
Yes.
It causes a lot higher risk for complications, a lot higher risk for abnormalities. You've got a way higher risk for spontaneous abortion, for miscarrying.
Yep.
You have a way higher risk for premature birth. I mean, everything changes. They actually call it a geriatric pregnancy because it's considered old to be pregnant. That may change as science goes on, and we live longer now than we used to.
Right.
Yeah, so she took an Instagram video inside her home and she captioned it. So I have to model my clothes now before I really start showing. I had to do the flower on my neck at Sarah Jessica Parker. She said, the Baby One More Time singer modeled several outfits in her signature dancey pose, most of which showed off her still toned but growing little belly. Spears wrote, I actually have a small belly here, but at least my pants fit. Is anybody curious why I'm 4 sizes smaller by the door? I don't know about that. Spears also made a reference to her pregnancy with the song choice of her video, All That She Wants by Ace of Base. She flaunted her looks by the lyrics, all that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy, it's all she wants is another baby. Yeah. So she's even making references like, listen, this is what I want. So, I mean... She's
wanted for quite a while. When it came out in the trial that they were actually forcing her to have an IUD, I wanted to vomit. I physically got sick at the idea of somebody forcing that on somebody.
It's taken somebody's life away, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're putting something in somebody's body against their will in a very intimate way. That's just wrong.
What was the whole thing with the abortion bill up there? They were going to have to stick somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's
abortion
similar.
Law gone crazy when you put in mandates and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So they've mandated that in order to have any abortion in the state of New Hampshire, regardless of the reason, doesn't matter, fetal demise, doesn't matter what's going on, you have to have an ultrasound. The thing is, in the first trimester of pregnancy, in the first few weeks, you can't see shit with an external ultrasound. You have to use a transvaginal probe, which they will hand the woman and tell her to insert into herself. Then the technician takes a hold, and then they get the pictures. You cannot do it any other way. You can't, because what you have to do is, a woman's body is so much more difficult to visualize because we have all those extra organs, but your bladder's sitting on top of that too.
Yeah.
So that's why they always tell you have to have a full bladder to have an ultrasound so they can kind of see through it to see into the uterus. But until there's actually something big enough to see, you can't see the dot. And what they're looking for is to see if there's evidence of a cell attached to the internal uterine wall to prove pregnancy and how far along gestation. The only way to picture that in the early weeks of pregnancy, less than 15 weeks or so, is with the transvaginal ultrasound. There is literally no other way to do it. Science, we're not Star Trek yet.
Now, and this, correct me if I'm wrong, is in law now in New Hampshire, correct?
Correct. It is the law in New Hampshire. So some people will leave the state to try and get a legal abortion. Worst case scenario, if the country keeps going in the direction that it is, we'll see a resurgence of what was happening in the 1950s, 1960s. We have underground, backdoor abortions going on and women becoming septic and dying.
Yeah.
And there are exceptions. People like to say there's no exception for abortion, but I guarantee you, I can prove to you there's an exception and there's a reason. For example, I knew a woman whose baby died in utero. So the baby's dead. Doctor says, I'm sorry, your body will go into a spontaneous abortion. It will happen. 2 weeks later, She is in the worst state of depression she's ever had in her life, and she's calling herself a walking coffin because for these 2 weeks she's been carrying a dead baby in her eyes.
Oh, my.
But because the law was so strict and there was 0 exceptions allowed because there can be no exception to abortion, her husband had to take her to another state in order for a doctor to go in and do a DNC and do the abortion because her body just wouldn't spontaneously abort.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There are reasons that can happen, and there's zero anything that you can say in science and medicine that's 100% anything.
Now, this bill was voted on by the people or just by people?
The legislature.
The legislature, that's it?
And signed into law by the governor. And supposedly they're working to change it, but I mean, this is the way the law is right now. Yep. Now, I'm not saying the example I just gave was not in New Hampshire. It was a different state that had a blanket no abortions after so many weeks, and I think it was like 20 or 23 weeks or something. And unfortunately, she lost the baby at like around 5 months.
Right.
So she was beyond the weeks allowed by law for an abortion, but there was no exception for demise of the baby.
I like Philip's comment in the Jeopardy chat. Points don't matter. Well,
I like that too.
Unfortunately, they kind of do. Unfortunately, but
on the abortion part of it, though, I mean, it's no longer an aborted life if it's dead. So I don't see how that wasn't able to
because the law didn't allow for an exception of death.
It's all about the law,
You're
man.
You're pregnant.
It really is.
You're pregnant. Period. You're
pregnant. But, I mean, by definition, now this could be my Southern education, but by definition, an aborted birth is to cease the life of the fetus.
No, you have to extract
an abortion is a medical procedure that cleans out products of conception.
You're aborting a life, right?
Not necessarily. No. Products of conception can happen in every single abortion, including miscarriage. Miscarriage is a spontaneous abortion.
You know, it's kind of like
it's kind of like itself.
It's kind of like the medicine, that Plan B medication. A lot of people consider that the abortion pill because
there's a difference between RU486 and Plan B, though. So don't mix them up.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that's what people talk about.
Plan B, for example, is a pill that we offer rape victims in the ER to prevent that anything goes. Like if a sperm got near an egg, it's not going to get implanted in the uterus. It's just going to be spontaneously aborted.
Yeah. All right.
But if the law doesn't explicitly give an exception, then there is no exception. The law says no abortion. It's no abortion. It's a medical procedure. So when a woman would come into,
I think this should be. Look, I'm a pro-lifer. I am, but I think in situations like this, I mean, I don't like painting with a broad brush. I think it's despicable, and I think situations like what you just described, they should be examined on a case-by-case basis. You know, I mean, there has to be an exception.
But the pro-life laws don't allow for that. There are no avenues for somebody to even have that. And in many of these laws that are getting passed now, there's threat of legal action against doctors or even the cab driver that takes you there. Well, it's gotten to the absolute extreme of the other side.
Are you serious? Even the cab drivers?
Again, I'm pro-life, and the story that you just told me says that there is no life there. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of the...
But the law doesn't differentiate between that. It's a medical procedure. You
said it in English and I understand it in English.
No. All right. Hang on a second. So
what wait. I'm going to change it for you.
All right. Okay.
The baby isn't dead, but it has a fatal ailment that when it's born, it will die within a week. It's got a fatal anomaly that cannot be cured. Mom doesn't want to carry it to full term, deliver it, and die. If you say it by life, she can't have an abortion. She's got to carry it, go through the whole thing, and then watch it suffer and die.
Phil, this is where the law really is stupid. It really is. This is where it's like, listen, to me, if a baby there's no heartbeat inside the womb, there's no life there. I think that should be removed immediately. If there's no heartbeat, I mean, come on, what are you going to do? So,
what if you started? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But to Jenny's point, Charles, real quick, just because I'll forget it if I don't. To Jenny's point, in that example that you gave, I got to go back and kind of say the same thing. You know, there is no. There's no absolutes in science. You know, we've seen some true miracles. So I think because there's no true absolutes, you know, I kind of.
So you're in favor of forcing the woman to carry the baby to term, go through all the things that her body's going to go through.
That's a really sticky situation.
And then suffer the death of the child in front of herself. And then she's going to go through the trauma of having to have her breasts dry up and pain and on all of that. I think that's evil, and I think that we do less to criminals in jail than we would do to that woman.
There's a lot of people in jail that do a lot less than the people that are free. So, I mean, that's broadened the whole broad picture anyway.
Say you have to carry that to term.
It's what the law says. What the law says. And the law is absolute.
Nothing in medicine is absolute. Nothing in science is absolute.
No, but the law is absolute. That is the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem, is the law is absolute.
Allow for an exception and harm is done. And the way I looked at it, when I was a legislator and I was voting on bills, when I would look at a bill, if the worst case scenario of that bill becoming law could hurt somebody, just one person, I wouldn't vote for it.
No. Yeah. So a couple of comments. We're going to end this. Karen went ahead and said, my niece miscarried. They induced her for delivery at 5 months, so an abortion procedure did not have to be used. They should have induced her. Again, I don't know what the situation was or how that was. Crystal said I had a miscarriage at 12 weeks along. That was not my choice. It was an act of God. It wasn't meant to be. Isaac says, hello, Karen. Good evening. All right. Karen also said, in my case, I say she carry it because miscarriages happen every day. My cousin...
Miracles.
Oh, miracles. I'm sorry. My cousin just last week delivered a baby. Doctors told her abort because life-threatening ailments, like Jenny mentioned, and yet last week the baby was born and fine, no heart failing, no life-threatening ailments as they claimed. Amen. Crystal, so by some laws, the DNC that they give me would be prosecuted. That's fucked up.
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Karen says, I feel for emotions that are involved. I carried a baby to 7. That's 7. Doctors told me to abort, and we chose not to. He's now 12. So there you go. John says, hello, Karen.
That's wonderful for you. I'm very much against putting religion in law.
Karen makes the announcement, as long as everything, and I don't regurgitate or anything like that. She's back on Monday. I'm sorry, that was the wrong word. So,
regurgitate.
All right. Yeah, we redo. Anyway, we're going to take a break because it's getting, actually, today we've passed up to the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and take a break. Numero dos, hour number 2. We're coming back. It is Easter Jeopardy that we're going to have. And as you can tell, we need a break right now. I need to get some liquids in me and more cough drops and maybe, to do a snot rocket or something. I don't know. But coming back, it's Jeopardy, Easter Jeopardy. We will go ahead and have some fun. We will talk Gilbert Gottfried before we hit Jeopardy because there is a point Jenny wants to make. All right, I'm going to go into break because I'm going to start the cough here in a second. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
I know that she knows I'm not the hurting kind.
at my body. I ain't trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay. An old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. When I'm at the mall, I'm in the bathroom trying to clean my balls. When I'm at the beach, I'm in the brown bag trying to tan my cheeks. This is how I roll. Got a cardboard box that I call home. I keep semen in the jar, baby, don't be jealous. No shoes, no shirt, cause I'm fucking homeless. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I ain't trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay. An old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless.
You're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, let's go ahead and throw some love out there to Hulk Hulling and Contracting. That's right, Karen's business. Well, actually, Karen and David's business. Both good, dear friends to me and the show, of course. So make sure you go ahead and give them some love. If you need something done, and if you're in the Southwest Florida area or the entire state of Florida, they do hauling cross states too. So you know what? It doesn't really matter. Give them a call anyway. 941-204-1264. They may be able to help you, even if you're not in Florida. They handle everything from small odd jobs to home improvements, lawn maintenance, much, much more. 941-204-1264. They are the team that actually gives fair prices and hard work. So give them a ring. Call Calling and Contract at 941-204-1264. Voice is still raspy, but it's getting better. Actually, a lot better than it was Wednesday, I'll tell you that much. Let's see here. We didn't do Facebook memes on Monday. They're backing up. Karen went ahead and mentioned that. It's like, hey, I sent my memes, and she sent like a dozen of them. So I kind of got to go ahead and, well, let's see here. Hold on a second. I got to make sure. Yeah, let's remove this. Stop screen sharing and share screen on this one here. I can only share one screen at a time, so let's do some memes. How about that? I mean, it's something we haven't done in a while. Yeah, again, things have been all over the place because of the trip and such, but let's have a little fun here. All right. Here's a Muppet with a water gun, an old Muppet. My goal is to be that old person that everybody's afraid to take out in public. Yeah. Here's a message. My wife didn't order anything from Amazon yesterday, so the UPS guy knocked on our door to see if we were okay. Let's see here. Oh, hang on a second.
I like this.
Yeah, this one here. The Oregon Trail disc that everybody remembers. All you damn kids with your footnotes and Black Ops, y'all wouldn't make it past the Kansas River.
Right?
Here's Wonder Woman with the trans woman that broke the world record. My generation had Wonder Woman. Your generation has Wonder If It's a Woman. Yeah, that's just weird. A shoe rack with dildos. Let's see how women have changed over the years. It goes from the 1970s with a full bush, 1980s with partial bush, 90s is full shaved, and the 2020s penis.
Boy, you guys got some issues here.
That was some big ones, huh? I just found out they always put bras on dead women. If you're one of those motherfuckers that puts a bra on my corpse, I'm haunting you forever with these free-ass titties. I will not go to my grave like that.
That's because they're supposed to point up, not left and right.
Ooh.
Oh.
Shit. And there goes my fucking screen.
Too much?
Too much. Yeah, too much. How dare you do that? Here's a doctor. Here's a lady laying down on a treadmill. Doctor asked me to spend at least 1 hour per day on the treadmill.
Alrighty.
Here's Will Smith with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air opening video, a part of it. Got one little fight, and my mom's got in one little fight about my wife's lost hair. She said, "You better slap Chris, or I'm having an affair."
Oh,
that's called truth in advertising right there.
I apologize. That took me more than one take, but we got it. I now know how it will end for me. One of my kids will unplug my life support to charge their phone. Okay, this is a road hazard sign about what it actually says and what people actually understand it to be. What it says: right lane closed ahead. What people read: right lane might be closed ahead, so stay in your lane and merge at the last second if you have to. That's true. I do that too.
Block them out. Don't let them in.
Yeah, I know. People are assholes.
Very Christian of you all.
Yeah. Here's two hard workers here having a conversation. Why isn't John at work today? The other guy says he's in the hospital. First guy says, but I saw him dancing with some chick last night. And the guy says his wife saw him too. Same thing. Department of Corrections versus the Department of Education. Both have the same school buses, both have the same cafeteria food. So what's the difference? Makes you think.
Both of them have wiring and metal detectors.
And security cameras.
Yeah, they have that too.
Yep.
The difference is in the penitentiary, they get it for free, whereas...
So that's why everybody wants to go to jail. Hey, Walmart, don't get pissed at me if I forget to scan something. You literally gave me zero training before making me a cashier. This guy here in front of a frozen fish stand. I couldn't afford to take the kids to SeaWorld, so I took them to see the fish market. Said, shh, they're sleeping.
Oh, gee.
That's awful.
If you got to check your surroundings before you open your photo gallery in public, you're my kind of people. KFC had a sign that says, our spicy chicken sandwich hits harder than Will Smith.
Oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Here's some bunnies made of dust. In the spirit of Easter, I've decided to keep the dust bunnies as decorations. They have the little ears on dust bunnies. Being an adult, pros and cons. The pros for Easter, I can eat 28 Easter eggs and nobody can stop me. The con is I ate 28 Easter eggs and nobody stopped me. Easter, the only time your kids can actually find something they're looking for.
Right? They'll find every freaking egg, man. Yeah. Get your book back. Oh no.
Here's one bunny standing on its hind legs, standing tall. Another bunny is leaping towards that bunny. Every bunny was kung fu fighting. Was the caption.
Everybody was.
Here there's four eggs. Three of them colorfully decorated. The other one is an army camo, and the egg in army camo. I swear, it's like you guys want to be found. The kitty smacking his lips after eating something. Due to unforeseen circumstances, there'll be no Easter bunny this year. You have to see this one. Unfortunately, I can't really describe it. It's a Ford F-50 smart truck. It's basically the F-150, like half the size. It's kind of funny.
It looks like one of them smart cars.
It looks like a Toy Story toy.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's one of those pullback vehicles. I'm from Florida, where we take mini vacations in other parts of Florida. Yes, thank you.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much it.
That's New England in its entirety.
Yeah. And finally, sex before marriage is considered a sin, and after marriage is a miracle.
Oh, wow. I feel this one. Man, when she said I do, that means I don't do that no more.
That's right. And that is your memes.
Good reason to not get married.
Oh, stop it now. Oh, man. So how's everybody's Friday going so far? No answers? No Good Friday?
How's everybody's what doing?
Friday. How's your day been?
It's a good Friday.
Yeah.
It's been a good Friday.
Has it really been a good Friday, though?
I don't know. Mine started off with a bang.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
Well,
I got to know this.
Well, yesterday I wasn't...
according to the show, I don't know it.
Yesterday I wasn't feeling well. So yesterday I had major acid reflux. Wasn't able to eat anything.
Nothing.
I couldn't even drink a cup of water. So I didn't sleep well. My allergies are acting up, so my nose is stuffed. So I was already kind of off. And then our son this morning had a major meltdown issue as I was walking out the door. So that was fun.
I'm sorry you've had a shitty day.
And then I went to work.
It wasn't that bad when you left.
Okay, well, at least he recovered quickly. But I was already gone by then, so.
Which is why he recovered quickly. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't you even.
I know. I'm already on
Throw something at him.
Don't throw it.
I'm going to buy you a dart kit you can keep at your desk so when he does shit like that.
All right. Oh, wow.
Oh, see, that's perfect.
You just slang something at me like a bra or something.
It was a headband?
Totally.
Right.
It was an elastic headband.
You need me to send you more elastics? I will send you more elastics.
Okay. Everybody, go ahead and make sure that your Facebook Messenger is open on the Easter Jeopardy page or the group. It is time to go ahead and start our Jeopardy. We have some comments here. Let's go ahead and real quick. Crystal says, do any of these idiots that are aware that the autoimmune diseases like lupus and APS that cause miscarriages, prosecuting people for crimes that are out of their control is evil? I agree with you, Jenny. Karen says, I'm on my way back home. All right, good job. Friday's a good one. For me, Isaac says, David is legally allowed to work in shit in Alabama and now translate what he means by septic. So congratulations, David, there. We appreciate that. He's been working for that for a while.
Yeah, he has.
Never saw somebody who really wanted to get his hands deep in shit. But he really does. So, actually, shit, I forgot. Hold on a second. So, keep everything up. We'll put this on rotation on the back real quick. Well, let's talk about Gilbert Gottfried real quickly before we do anything. So, obviously, everybody knows Gilbert passed away. He passed away from an illness, a very rare illness that Jenny was thankfully able to look up and kind of diagnose. Jen, do you want to elaborate on that since I'm like short of breath here?
You got absolutely. So unfortunately, what he had is called myotonic dystrophy. It is a rare disease, and it causes muscle weakness and pain, and also can cause arrhythmias to the heart. In his case, he ended up getting what's called ventricular tachycardia, which is where the ventricles of your heart are basically going really fast and the atria are not. So they're not keeping up. So the blood isn't flowing as it should. It's a deadly heart rhythm, and he had multiple bouts of it. Rare diseases, if you go to rarediseases.org, you can get a lot of great information from an organization called NORD, which is the National Organization of Rare Diseases. Rare diseases in the United States or basically in the medical community, are recognized as a disease that affects less than 250,000 people in the United States in a given year. Unfortunately, people don't get enough information on these sometimes, and if you got a good doctor doing a good investigation and you get diagnosed, this treatment, he got version 2 of this. So there's 2 different types. There's type 1, type 2. Type 1 usually happens in kids. Type 2 is usually in adults around the ages of, say, around 38-ish or so. And older is when it will actually show up. So it's very rare. It affects 1 in about every 8,000 to 20,000 people in the general population. If looking at kind of an overview of the disease, but it's bringing it. Unfortunately, we lost him. But in losing him, we can bring some attention to this disease and maybe get more attention on it, because with rare diseases, it's very difficult to get them investigated or studied. And the more of us that are out there going, come on, we want you to look at this stuff, do more genetic testing, do more scientific discovery, then the more people we might be able to save or treat and prevent them from losing their lives to this disease as well. So that's my spiel on myostonic dystonia.
Well,
dystrophy. I can't speak.
Cannot speak. How dare you? So I went ahead and did put on there, rarediseases.org. Go and check it out because, listen, Jenny is living proof that lightning can strike more than once. So
hell yeah.
make sure you go ahead and...
Unfortunately, I have a number of rare diseases, and part of that is due to genetics, and part of that comes from breast cancer. But when you fall into that category, it does change your perspective. It really is a different world to have something that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
And that you have to help your doctors get educated on in some cases. I'm lucky. I have a really great medical team.
Yeah, but a lot of people aren't that lucky. A lot of people aren't going to be as lucky to go ahead and have a medical team that may have information on this rare disease. I mean, that's why they call it rare diseases, because it's not really practiced that fluently. It's
Unless
it's a new
somebody
term.
super popular gets your disease, it gets little to no attention. It's just the nature of how media works.
And unfortunately, with Gilbert passing with this particular rare disease, watching it all the attention now, and obviously we can probably find a way to either stop it or cure it or something, but it's not going to help Gilbert.
Well, easier said than done, though, buddy. Complex regional pain syndrome is one of the diseases that I have. It was discovered over 145 years ago during the Civil War. To this date, there is no known cure. Medical science is still not sure why it happens, and there are 0 approved treatments.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, Jenny, do you think that's because because it's rare? All right, so to use an example, and like COVID, right? They were able to come up with a vaccine like that, and because it was affecting a lot of people. Do you think for people like in your situation, like in my wife's situation, there's so many people out there that have these rare diseases? Do you think that it's probably because it is a rare disease and there's just not enough money to be made off of it to want to invest the time in it? That's what it seems like.
I got to separate what you said out a little bit. With COVID, it's an illness, a virus that we were able to look at the genetic coding and create vaccinations and so forth from it. With diseases and illnesses, there are often things that sometimes you're born with, or you have a genetic predisposition to, or it occurs because of some other injury caused a disease to develop because it was such an insult to the body. They're vastly different when it comes to trying to study them. We don't know why some diseases occur. We just don't. We haven't figured it out yet. We just finally mapped out the entirety of the human genome. Science is ever changing and growing. The other side of what you said is that it is very true, because there are so limited amount of people with these diseases that are rare. There's limited information, there's limited science, and there's very, very limited money. I have what's called tamoxifen retinopathy. It is a 1 in a million chance of getting. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. They don't know why. They don't know why it happened. They don't know. There's nothing they could do to treat it except for stop taking tamoxifen. And if you go onto rare disease sites, I have yet to find one that actually has my disease listed. I'm actually lobbying to get tamoxifen retinopathy added to the list because it is so rare. It's not even on the rare disease website.
Wow.
But I mean, just to clarify, because I tried to take in everything you were saying. I feel like I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just bitter at Big Pharma because they jack up they bait everything is it's more dollars, right? We can make more money by prolonging it than we can by curing them. And not
necessarily. No. That's actually that's something that gets thrown around a lot, and it's a really broad statement to make. But insurance, they're all dirty. They all are out to get their own money. But at the same time, there's so little dollars available to rare diseases, to things that that people have never heard of. I've had medical doctors look at me with 16 heads because they've never heard of what I had, and they had to go look it up. And I have doctors that are teaching doctors that actually use my case with their residents as teaching tools. In medicine, we teach doctors, if it looks like a heart attack, it's probably a heart attack. If it looks like a horse and sounds like a horse, it's a horse. With rare diseases, it's a zebra. It's not what you thought it was. And literally in medical science, that is what rare diseases are called, are zebras. Yeah. And doctors get like this condensed training on it, but for all of med school, it's drilled into their heads. If it looks like a horse, it's a horse. If it looks like a horse, it's a horse. And some doctors aren't able to see outside of that bubble to actually look for the things that are rare, that are different. My neurologist is actually one of the leading experts in small fiber neuropathy and complex regional pain syndrome. So I've been lucky to get one of the doctors that actually set the standards that are used to diagnose and to try and treat these diseases.
Oh, Alyssa had a question real quick.
Also, with these diseases and things being so rare, it's probably also harder to find people to study that have these conditions to be able to do research to find treatments and cures and things like that.
I am so friggin' excited that you said that, because that's 100% true.
Yeah.
I'm actually in a medical study called All of Us. It's being done out of Mass General, Brigham and Women's here in Boston and around the world. And it's where people are volunteering to give over their material or information to be utilized for study. The unique thing about the world we live in now is there are, you ever see those shows on TV where you've got the backyard detectives that find missing people, the cars in the right? There are backyard scientists, if you will. There are people out there that are researching and studying, and the more data they have, the more likely they are to lead to something or connect it around the globe. Doctors from Belgium are involved. Doctors from the UK are involved. All these medical facilities have connected. So I've donated my saliva. I've donated my blood. I've donated my DNA. When I die, I'm donating this body to save as many lives as I can on the way out. I'm a super science nut in that way, that I believe that because I have rare diseases, I'm even more responsible to put myself out there. So the next person that pops on like me actually finds me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was diagnosed with tamoxifen retinopathy. It's been now, I think, about 3 years since I was diagnosed. And I have still yet to this day to meet a single solitary person who also has tamoxifen retinopathy. My oncologist was out of Dana-Farber in Boston.
Jenny, Crystal says, is your disease potentially an autoimmune disease?
Yes, okay. I am autoimmune. Yes, I am at risk for autoimmune. My primary once told me that the flu could kill me. Jeez. So I'm actually I actually take really good care of myself, and I spent 2 years stuck in a bed at one point, and I just got out of a pool yesterday. So, I'm a big believer in pushing yourself to get better too.
So let's go ahead and close this up. Make sure you visit rarediseases.org. It's right there, RAREDISES.org. And again, rest in peace, Iago from Aladdin.
And you know what? If anything I've said tonight got you thinking, or you got a question or a concern or anything, definitely reach out to the Charles Richardson Show, or shoot me a message, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you at any time. I'm super open about all of this, and I actively write about it on the Mighty.
Awesome. All right.
You're an awesome creature, man. You're amazing.
Well, yeah.
Some days, other days, I'm a big bitch.
She's definitely a creature. I tell you that much. Mm-hmm. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to some fun here. We got about 32 minutes here, so we might be able to get through most of this. Philip, Alyssa, Jenny, all of you should be in the private message. And our 5 categories are Easter, Easter eggs, Easter flowers, Easter candy, and Easter fun facts. The first person that was in here besides me was Jenny, so Jenny's going to get control of the board officially.
Do we have to answer the question, or can we just put the answer on there?
No, just put the answer into the chat, the group chat.
It doesn't have to be in the form of a question.
It does not have to. If it is in the form of a question, I'm actually going to just go ahead and give it to the next person. I am not
Easter candy for 100.
I am not. Okay, Easter candy for 100. All right, we got that. All right, let's do this. Okay. Americans consume more than 16 million of these during Easter. Go ahead and type in your answer. Remember, it's not the correct answer. It's if the first one that's the correct answer. Okay, Jenny says Peeps. Philip says Cadbury eggs. Alyssa says jelly beans. So we have a roundabout.
I think Alyssa might have it.
I think so. The correct answer is jelly beans.
Yep.
So there you go. Yep. Jelly beans is, now, again, she was the only one to put in jelly beans, not even just the first, so she gets the points, and Alyssa gets control of the board. Do you need to...
Candy for 200.
Easter candy for 200, okay. What country did the idea of Easter Bunny giving candy and eggs come from? Go ahead and type in your answer. Ooh, okay, Philip already went ahead and answered in. Anybody going to second that? Remember, you get one shot each.
Think.
Okay, so... Now, it doesn't matter, if we see the answers or not, because obviously they're the first one, so if they got it right, it doesn't matter what you probably type in anyway. Philip answered England. Jenny says Holland. Alyssa said Scotland.
I don't know.
So the correct response is Germany.
Well,
everybody got it wrong. Wow.
I was just guessing. I had no clue.
All right, Alyssa, you still have control of the board.
Go with candy for 300.
300 for candy. There are 1.5 million of these Easter delights made on a daily basis. Go ahead and type in your answer.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Jenny. Yeah, I'm out. I ain't even going to... She got it right.
Stop it. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
Type it in anyway. Type it in anyway.
Shit, I don't know.
Yes, you do know. What a quitter.
Snorted my water.
Run out of time waiting on Philip, right?
Cadbury eggs. It was Cadbury cream eggs. So Jenny got it first, so Jenny gets the points there. All right, put Jenny up there. So she's got 300 and now control of the board.
Easter flowers for 200.
Easter flowers for 200. What do Easter lilies represent? Yeah. Jenny was first in there with rebirth. Philip says peace. Alyssa says rebirth. And the correct answer is hope and rebirth. Well, we'll give credit to that. Rebirth is Jenny's, and that is correct. Jenny gets the points, and she has control of the board still.
Yeah, I'm just going to get 0.
Easter fun facts, 300.
300 for fun facts. What egg-shaped candy was illegal in the United States?
Oh, Jesus.
Huh?
What egg-shaped candy was illegal
I know what it is.
in the United States?
Yeah, no clue.
I can't think of the name of them.
Well, Jenny put in dyed eggs. Philip put in nope. Philip, I'm just going to go ahead and give you that anyway, because that's only seems right.
I didn't even put a candy now that I look at it.
I don't know.
What are those called?
Kinder. It's supposed to be Kinder, not Kibner.
I know what you're talking about.
But it had the it's
candy and pieces inside.
It had a toy inside.
You were right.
Because the Kinder eggs, my son absolutely loves Kinder eggs, but the ones that we have here in the U.S. have like a chocolate cream on one side, and then there's another side of the plastic egg that has the toy in it.
So
in other countries, they have the toy actually inside the egg, and they so that it's a choking hazard, so they don't.
Yep.
So in the U.S.
Kinder Surprise, Philip said nope, and Jane said dyed eggs. Obviously, Alyssa, even though she was the last person to chime in, she was the only one that got it right. And you have control of the board. You're 100 behind Jenny, but 400 ahead of Philip, who has 0.
What's the next one for Candy?
Candy is 400.
All right, do that one.
There are about 90 million of them sold for Easter.
Jesus Christ.
No, Jesus Christ, I don't think is the answer there.
I sell him. I don't think he's for sale on Easter. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
Jenny says Peeps. Philip says chocolate eggs. Alyssa says chocolate bunnies. Frank, there's chocolate bunnies.
All right.
Alyssa, you got it.
Come on, Peeps is going to be an answer somewhere on
What is the worst possible...
It's my go-to.
What is the worst possible fucking candy ever? That's going to be the question.
Candy for $500.
By the way, hold on a second, honey.
Okay.
By the way, Cadbury eggs are fucking delicious there, Matt.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, God, there's too much sugar.
They are the best.
In 1953, how long did it... In 1953, how long did it take to make one Peep? Philip says 2 days. You may get one here. 10 minutes. Jenny says. Alyssa says a week.
I don't know.
Peep.
I'm just guessing.
Well, all of you are on 27 hours.
No,
Nobody got it. Well, obviously, somebody that really cared about candy. Candy is now closed out. We have Easter, eggs, flowers, and fun facts. Yeah, you forgot you're still in control. Eggs. For how many?
100.
100. What year was the very first Easter egg roll at the White House, and who was the president? It's a two-part question.
That's two-parter.
And I don't have a stinking clue.
Well, then you're not. Then you know what? Just go ahead and do what Philip does and put in none.
I can't remember the year, but I think I know who it might have been.
Well, let's see what the answers come out first. Okay. Jenny put Roosevelt. All right, so everybody. So 2 Roosevelts. Jenny was the first one though, and it was Rutherford B. Hayes.
Oh wow, way back. That's even before Roosevelt.
All right, Alyssa's still in charge.
Eggs for 200. Why not?
Eggs for 200. What color were the first Easter eggs dyed? Philip says blue. Jenny says pink. And Alyssa is...
I'm picking a random color. That's
random
what
color, yellow. Correct answer is, what is red?
Red, really? Oh, I bet it. The color of blood.
Yes. All right. Still in control? 300?
Sure.
All right. In what century was it said that the first Easter eggs were given? What century?
What century?
Yes.
I'm guessing.
Philip says 14th. Jenny says first. Alyssa says 17th. You could just go throw it all over the fucking place.
Just throwing a number out there.
How about 16th? That's the hour.
Oh, I was so close.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You don't count. You went over. You overbid.
Right. Philip was the closest without going over.
Right. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, he was actually. No, yeah, without going over. That's right, but that doesn't count. All right.
Laughed at me.
All right, listen, you're still in control.
All right, go with eggs again. Why not? I mean, in a losing streak on this anyway.
400?
Sure.
All right. Did the Easter Bunny come to the United States? What? I guess that's a yes or no. Oh, I'm sorry. When did the Easter Bunny come to the United States? I'm sorry. I thought it was like a yes or no answer there for a second.
No!
Last Easter?
Right. Philip, I think they actually wanted a year, not like, 1930s.
930 was a year.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. 930 AD.
930 years.
Auto-corrected.
1700. So anybody hit 17? No, they didn't.
No.
Man, we're sucking today.
We're bombing this.
Yeah. You want to close that out, hun, with the 500?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. How many eggs are in the Easter egg mushroom in Poland? How many?
Wait.
How many eggs are in the Easter egg museum? Wow.
Oh, museum.
In Poland.
Nobody's going to know this.
10,000, Philip says. 200,000, Jenny. Well, she put... She's 20,000 with the comma.
I was trying to say 200, but I left off a zero.
All right, 10,000, 200,000, 100,000. The correct answer is 1,500.
No. That's not very many eggs.
That's not.
I was expecting expecting something more extravagant for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a museum. It needs to have more than that.
All right, Alyssa, you have to pick another category. It's either general Easter flowers, or Easter fun facts.
Fun facts.
Fun facts for how much?
200, I guess.
200. What state held the largest Easter egg hunt in the United States? Philip looks like he's going to be the first to chime in. Says California, Pennsylvania, Jenny, and Alyssa says California.
Too. I just typed it slower.
You know what? You should have been a little bit closer to home, honey. It's Florida.
No,
really?
Yep.
I would have never known. No. That is cool.
All right. You're still in control there, even though you're on the...
Go for fun facts for 300. Why not?
Well, 300's taken, so 400 at 500.
Okay, whatever. 100, I guess.
100, okay. Maybe we get an easier one. What day and date does Easter fall on the year of 2022?
Oh.
You get this wrong and you just might as well walk away. 17th of April, Jenny. Philip got there just a split second late. There you go. So Jenny finally gets on the board, but
I typed too slow for this.
I'm destined for 0. That's all I want.
All right, you know.
It's my goal.
Fun facts, 400.
All right, hang on a second. So we got the kids' movie is over. Yeah. So
you can take a break for a moment.
So anyway, let me switch cameras over here because obviously Alyssa's out of her chair, but I'm still in mine. Oh, man. So...
Crystal guessed New York. John Moreau thought it was going to be Texas.
Let's talk about... Crystal actually guessed 1,000 eggs. She was actually the closest.
She was the closest without going over.
She was.
She's 17. My buddy. Oh, by the way, Crystal's here. So, Charles, fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, you do realize that you have a limit of 20 today because you.
I'm not there yet.
No, you're far from there, actually.
Yes, and I have 19 minutes left to do it.
Well, you better hurry up because
I can't let Crystal down. She's here.
Yeah.
I have to tell you to fuck off.
But
fuck you.
But the 20 is actually what you've accumulated because we didn't do a show Wednesday. Let's take a call here, John. What's up, man?
In my back pocket.
Hey, just calling to say, hope you feel better, my friend.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and it's getting better. That's why I was able to do a show today. Trust me, it wasn't happening Wednesday.
Right.
So
of course. I ended up watching your video today, and your son gave it away. But yes, get better, man. All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you.
Yep, absolutely. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
All right. John sending his love. Yeah, we wanted to meet up with John, but unfortunately, he had a doctor's appointment the day we were going through Connecticut, so it kind of sucked.
Next trip.
Yeah. Next trip because that happens every year.
Well,
and of course, I'd be in a sarcastic face, but because it's the first time I was able to get up
on anniversary day every year.
No, I don't know about that. I can't go ahead and impose every year.
It was totally cool to have you. We really enjoyed getting to have you live in studio.
No, but I'm just going to come up like at a random time. It's like, it's not going to be expected. And, maybe it'll be to come see the foliage. Who knows?
Yeah, that's one thing that we sure can show you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's
the great thing about New Hampshire. We have everything. We have mountains. We have lakes. We have all 4 seasons. We have ocean.
Don't get me started on mountains. We've traveled through Virginia. We were zigzagging through mountains like you wouldn't believe. It was just
scariest
crazy.
Place driving through for me in the mountains was freaking Vermont, because every single time I tried to get off on an exit that said there was something there, I couldn't find nothing. You just off on some stupid country road. There's no bullshit. Don't know why they said there was a gas station. There's no gas station. There's no street lights. We're in the middle of the mountain. I don't know what to do.
It was lunchtime. And we were getting off on an exit that had a McDonald's. I was like, okay, McDonald's. All right, where we're going, this is where we're going. So we get off, and it says, okay, McDonald's 2 miles that way. I'm thinking, all right, why is it so far away? Anyway, so we're traveling, and we're traveling, and we're traveling, and we're traveling. We passed through a couple of shopping centers, no sign of McDonald's. I go ahead and finally go get gas. This is like in Jersey or something like that. I finally go get gas. And, they're doing the self-pump, which you can't self-pump. They have to pump it for you. So I'm over here getting that, and then I'm like, where the fuck is this McDonald's? And it's showing me I passed it like a mile ago. I'm like, where the fuck did I pass it? I mean, come on. So I'm going back, and we spot it. It's at the corner of this strip mall. Like, where do you see a weird spot? Where do you see a McDonald's at the corner of a strip mall? You mean to tell me there's no goddamn drive-through? I mean, come on.
You pump your own gas either, so.
Well, yeah, it's kind of fucking screwy. But,
they got to dumb it down.
But
it's a bizarre world there, man.
Good.
There was also no big sign with the golden arches or anything like that. It just said McDonald's on the corner of the building.
There's no fireworks. There was no fireworks or anything like, say, welcome to Big Mac City.
There were big signs for other things. There just wasn't one for McDonald's, and there always is for McDonald's.
Yeah. Come on now. You're going to have the golden arches.
Control of the nation's obesity. That could be it.
Right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, sounds good. I can listen to the best of them.
All right, let's continue. Who has control of the board? Jenny, I think you do.
Do I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Easter Fun Facts 400.
Fun Facts 400. Where is the biggest parade held? The Easter parade. I didn't know there was a parade that held.
Sure. I'll give a shout out to Joe.
NYC, Crazy Joe territory. Jenny says DC. Melissa says California. New York City. Philly, you don't have 0 anymore.
Welcome to the board.
Yeah, welcome. All right, Philip, you have control of the board. Go ahead.
Same category, next dollar amount.
Next dollar amount, 500. The phases of what in our solar system determine the date of Easter? What? The phases of what in our solar system determine the date of Easter? Okay, everybody says the moon. It is the moon, and Philip actually went ahead and got that one in first too.
No,
he is now in the lead with 900. Alyssa's second at 800. Jenny with 600. 2 categories left. Got Easter and general Easter knowledge and Easter flowers.
Let's go Easter for 1.
Easter for 1. Where did Easter eggs originate from? And I don't think you say the chicken's bunghole.
Why not?
Jenny says
this question already asked.
Jenny says Germany. Alyssa says Germany.
They asked
Philip says the Easter Bunny. What is medieval Europe?
Okay, none of us got that.
Nope, none of us got that. All right, Philip, you still have control.
Medieval Europe.
That's the same category. Next one.
200. What part of the chocolate Easter Bunny do a majority of the people tend to eat first? Oh, Philip was right there. It said the ears.
Too slow.
Holy shit. And what is the ears? Philip got it again.
Look at you.
He is
up there.
He is pulling away.
Easter for 3.
Easter for 3. What do you use to collect Easter eggs? She spelt it incorrectly, but she said basket. Philip was second with basket, and I think Alyssa got basket.
I can't type.
That shouldn't count. She misspelled it.
No, she didn't count.
It's a baskety.
Yeah, it's basketia.
I was going to say your hands, but I figured that's too obvious.
It's true. I didn't spell it right, so.
Crystal went ahead and said head. I'm not sure if she's talking about what she would eat or suck. And then Crystal said basket at the end. But nobody got... no, Jenny got that right. So, Jenny, you're in control.
400, the next one.
Easter for 400. What animal gives away candy and eggs in Westphalia, Germany?
Oh.
What animal gives candy away and eggs in this stupid fucking town of Germany?
I don't think it's a rabbit.
I'm just going to guess.
Turtle. That's amazing. What's a fox?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, I figured it must not be a rabbit if they're being specific about this particular place. So I came up
Jenny,
with another animal.
You're still in control.
Go to the 500 in the next one.
500. What holiday do people tend to buy the most candy? Valentine's for Philip, Valentine's for Jenny, Easter for Alyssa.
Easter's the right answer.
No, Halloween. Hello.
We totally all bombed it.
Is anybody there, McFly? Hello.
Seriously, that was like the staring answer.
All right. The dreaded category of flowers is all that's left. Which numeric value?
Start at the top, 100.
Start at the top. What is considered to be the flower of Easter?
I don't know.
Everybody said lily. What are Easter lilies?
Yep.
Philip, you answered it right the first one, so you got the points.
Faster than me, too.
There you go. All right.
300.
300 is the next one. Where did the first bloom of Easter lilies originate? Germany seems to be the popular country.
It should be, right?
For Easter, I guess.
Right.
All right. Philip says England.
It'll be the Netherlands.
Sure, why not?
Alyssa says Holland.
Alyssa, you can't even pronounce my name
Will you
right?
shut up? Japan. Oh, all right.
I didn't see that coming.
400?
Me neither.
Philip, 400?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. True. All right, this is a true or false. Easter lilies are relatively a new tradition. Jenny typed in first true. Philip said true as well. Alyssa's just going for broke, says false. What is true? So,
I mean,
let's see in the chat. I see I'm first.
I didn't have a chance to get it, even if I answered correctly at that point. So, might as well just see if it's.
You should put just T and hit enter or F or whatever.
Well, no, because it's true or false, not T or F. Just get it right.
Oh, you stop it. Stop it. You're just sad because Jay took the lead.
I am.
All right, last one. Here we go. This is it. What bread-based snack is associated with Easter?
Bread-based snack?
I don't know.
Peep, wafer, peep, bread-based?
Hey, man, it's like, I don't know what a peep is.
It's a marshmallow.
It said Passover. I would have said matzah.
Bread-based.
You know that Russia made matzah illegal?
So just to let you know, if Alyssa gets it right, it's 500, and she would tie Jenny. What is the pretzel? So
nobody got it.
Nobody got it. Jenny is the winner.
For Easter.
The hobnot.
I have no fucking idea where pretzel comes from with Easter.
Jenny, congratulations, Jenny. Go ahead and make your celebration speech, please.
I am the winner. I am the winner.
She'd like to thank Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, you don't want to get her smacked. Come on now.
Rock side.
All right.
I'm on the non-violent side.
We try to be on the non-violent side.
I don't get that pretzels.
I don't get it either, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, they're German, and everything else apparently comes from Germany with Easter. So.
No shit.
Pretzel Easter. By 1450, Germans ate pretzels and hard-boiled eggs for dinner on Good Friday, the day of fasting. The large puffy pretzel symbolizes everlasting life, and the two hard-boiled eggs nestled in each of the large round curves of the pretzel represents Easter's rebirth.
Okay.
All right. Aaron.
I have never heard that. I was a Sunday school teacher, and I never heard of pretzels.
Me either. I mean, I wasn't a Sunday school teacher.
So, where was the controversy that Philip was asking answered first? There was
no controversy.
There was a controversy.
On what?
On who answered first on a question.
I answered first.
Yeah, all right. See, Jenny.
It was over the true false. All right. Second to last question.
Yeah, right there.
I beat you.
Right there.
By a moment.
Well, I'm just. I had to go ahead and show proof on that.
Got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, you
can type 100 words a minute. So
points don't matter.
Well, no, it doesn't, except for the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, look, winning this contest is like claiming to be the world's tallest midget. It just don't fucking matter. Can you reach that? Yes, I can.
Hey, check this out. Pretzel actually comes from German, and it means little arms. The twisted shape of pretzel is meant to resemble two arms crossing in prayer, making Lent pretzels is a way to remember that Lent is a season of prayer.
See? Interesting.
I had no clue on this.
Knew that either.
Crystal goes ahead and says, I suck at Easter trivia. Well, listen, it wasn't much better here on this end. I mean, when you go ahead and have, I think, probably over like 4,000 points and you only get like 1,300 of them and you're the winner, it's not a good day. Not a good day. It wasn't even any double jeopardy or anything like that on there either, so could have been a lot worse. And I wasn't taken away for wrong answers either.
Yeah, that's true. If that had happened, we would all be screwed.
Yeah, you'd all be in the negative. So, Miriam actually answered correctly the Halloween one. I'm thinking, candy, Halloween, are you crazy? This Easter thing has got in your head. Halloween is the obvious answer.
But why was it in an Easter trivia?
I don't know, but there was.
I would never think of Halloween in an Easter trivia thing. I'm totally with Alyssa on this one. Like, why would I think of Halloween?
But it was, and you guys got it wrong.
Rub it in.
Whatever.
Philip,
and how was there not a single solitary question where the answer was Peeps?
Because Peeps suck.
They really do.
Not if they got the chocolate. Oh, man, they're good. Good.
I don't know. Those are too much sugar for me.
Yeah,
that's overload. I can eat one Peep a year, and that's it.
You know where Peeps would be good at? Peeps would be good in Easter s'mores.
I like candy corn.
I'll be back.
Oh, all right. Trouble on the kid. Well, we only got like 4 minutes to go anyway, so I'll take it from here, there, Captain. Appreciate it.
Well, hey, I covered a show or a story today on my show. I wanted to run it by you two guys because I respect your opinion.
Fire away.
All right, so there's a new challenge that's kind of making the waves. It's called the Flatten SUV Tire Challenge. And what they're doing, the reason why they're doing it is they're promoting to go in these affluent neighborhoods, use a pebble to in the valve stem to flatten someone's tires intentionally, and then put a flyer on their car or on their SUV to tell them, hey, your tires are flat because y'all are the biggest problem in in the climate existential threat that we have going, and we're completely failing. And they're encouraging people to go to people's houses and flatten their wheels. And now it was posted April the 6th on Twitter. And the post is still up, and Twitter's their own policy says that we prohibit you inciting people to do harm against others. And
so this is somebody, or this is a thing going on, like a Tide Pod thing, where they're going around flattening tires, leaving a note because you're such a shitty person. We're going to flatten your tires.
Yes, the group is called Adbusters, ADBUSTERS. They call themselves an international collective of artists, designers, writers, musicians, poets, punks, philosophers, and wild hearts.
I'm gonna go ahead and create my own. It's gonna be called Ass Busters because I'm gonna bust asses if somebody did that to my shit.
No fucking shit. I mean, let's remember the fact that you don't know whoever vehicle that is. What if it's somebody who's handicapped and that's their only mode of transportation? An expected mother who needs to get to a hospital.
Okay.
Jay,
do you think anybody that's doing this gives a shit?
All right. In their post, they say that they're not after the blue collar working person. That they are not to target vehicles that have disabled markings on their plates or anything like that. So that is.
I guess they're honorable, aren't they?
There's no. It's illegal. It's vandalism. It's a flagrant disregard for other people's personal property. You want to advocate for people to get vehicles that are more. To work towards getting those vehicles, then you can advocate in more responsible ways. But if you're damaging other people's property, you're fucking trespassing to even do that in some of these people's. Yeah. And all of the things that you can't, just because it doesn't have a displayable placard that you can see doesn't mean they don't have one. Mine's in my purse right now. And when I go out with other people, we put it on the window because it's assigned to me, not the vehicle.
Well, they argue that by doing this, a flat tire. This is a quote directly off the Twitter feed. It says a flat tire is nonviolent. There is no property damage, but it's a huge pain in the ass. We've seen this method succeed in Sweden and have initial success in the UK with articles warning off of SUV purchases at the risk of being targeted. It's time to go global.
I was an emergency 911 responder, and I did so in my private vehicle, and I had an SUV, and a big reason for it was so I could fucking get to your house in the middle of a damn storm. I've had plow trucks in front of me clearing it so I can pull along in my SUV with my first responder bag that's getting there faster than the ambulance. There are a zillion different scenarios that I could come up with to show why this is irresponsible. It could literally lead to somebody dying. It's not okay. It's not harmless. It's not a prank. It's just, there's so many different ways that this is wrong.
It's wrong on so many different levels. Listen, we got to bounce out of here. Philip, thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully we'll see you next week as well. Jenny, of course, real quickly, both of you plug it real quick. Philip, plug your shit real quick.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, the Philip D. Blackman Show on all social media platforms. We cover Mental Health Monday and really news, politics, and the subjects of the day. I welcome people who disagree with me. I love healthy discourse, and I think we need more of it.
All right, sounds good. Jenny, go ahead, your stuff.
Check us all out on IPMNation.com, your station for everything. All of these shows, Philip's shows, Charles' shows, all kinds of great content, so check us out.
And, of course, make sure you check out my station. It's rawtalkonlineradio.com for everything and anything, including the morning domination from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., Monday through Friday. Make sure you check us out. All right, we're out of here way late. We guys check you out on Monday, hopefully with the return of Karen. So take care, everybody. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Even though my world is black, I can see a speck of light. Feeling stronger, feeling free.